it is nice to see folks out here to remember our late Senator Carolyn Allen and to be able to memorialize her with this great amphitheater right here in a very special place for all of us and for us to continue to remember her.
You know, anyone who enjoys our preserve needs to know and thank Senator Carolyn Allen. It was her dedication to what Scottsdale wanted in our preserve and her strong leadership at the legislature that made this happen. She understood that in order for us to preserve the Sonoran Desert, knowing that the Sonoran Desert is really unique to Arizona and that Scottsdale is a site of probably the richest part of the Sonoran Desert, that we needed to buy the land.
Carolyn was not a born environmentalist like some of us, but once she knew that this is what the citizens of Scottsdale wanted, there was nothing stopping her.
Yeah, absolutely. Without Carolyn, we would have lost it. She did more behind the scenes than most people know, and she's the reason we got the time to buy this land.
That was a going home issue for her down at the legislature, and she always, without exception, prevailed. And thank God, she cared about the land, she cared about Scottsdale, and she cared about this beautiful preserve.
Strategically, what she enabled really on the front end, once the public's voice was heard that we wanted to be on this line, there were some very significant political changes that took place with regard to state land. And the state land department, even in the agreements that were struck at the time, were very, very innovative for state land.
So she was not a hiker, and as was poignantly said, not an equestrian, and so why? You know, why would she care so much about that? But she did, and she knew this desert, and she knew this land, and she knew that Scottsdale, in order to be all that it could be, really needed to set aside what turned out to be almost a third of the city of Scottsdale.
I hope that generations to come will in some way continue to celebrate her spirit, because that's what Carolyn was. She was a spirit, was a strong spirit.